Hello, beautiful cosmic beings, and welcome. My name is Eve. My channel is Eve 44.4. Keep in mind the messages I'm bringing in here are always cosmic and eternal because that's the place from which I live. I'm a multidimensional being. I'm also a Cupid. By the way, I don't often share that with people. I'm a love angel. That's what a Cupid means. And so let's dive in. I have 3 piles that I've chosen here. And what are we looking at? We are looking at what is the guidance? What are the gifts that we're each being given, the tools to enter 2024 with? So each of you will get a goddess card, at least one, and maybe an angel, maybe a God card. I don't know what's in the piles yet. I picked an animal totem for each pile. I will be picking a rune stone as well as I go into each pile. There's love messages and there's affirmation cards. And I have my little bag of crystals. So I will be picking a crystal energy for each of you as well. So let's look at the 3 different piles and feel free to mix and match. That means if you want to pick one message from pile 1, another message from pile 2, because I don't know what's going to come through yet. So do whatever feels the best guidance for you because your intuition should always trump mine. I am simply your guide here. So for pile number 1, we have this beautiful Herkimer diamond. Herkimer diamond symbolizes clarity. For pile number 2, we have Merlinite. Merlinite is about grounding and manifesting magic on the earth plane. And then for pile 3, we have this beautiful Ametrine. It's one of my favorite stones. It's a symbol of alchemy. Ametrine is where citrine and amethyst blend together to create a third semi-precious stone, and that is Ametrine. So do dive below. The time steps will be below. Let's get started here. And I'll pick clarifiers as I go if needed. I have certain decks here already ready if I need to do that. So let's go ahead and start with pile number 1. Those of you that chose this beautiful Herkimer diamond. You know, diamonds are a hard semi-precious stone to wear because to wear a diamond means you've worked on the multiple facets of your being. You're someone who's done a lot of self-work. So if you chose pile 1, you're either in the process or on the journey of ascension. You're doing a lot of self-work and self-reflection, and you've been seeking deep inner clarity in your life, but you're also seeking outer clarity as well, because I feel a lot of messages could be coming through here for you that chose pile number 1. So let's look at the first card here. Which lovely goddess is guiding you through this year? We've got Hecate. Wow. She's the goddess of the in-between, and her number is 19. Now, 19 in the tarot is the number of the sun. So you are definitely getting illumination and revelation. Hecate is one of the high priestesses in the Greco-Roman mythology, and she rules the in-between. And the in-between world is that place we get to when we haven't quite left our old life behind and our new life hasn't quite begun. So we're in that valley, if you will, between 2 mountains. We've come down off the other mountain, we've made it, and we're now in the valley getting ready to go up the next mountain here. So let's look at what she has to say for us, because the goddess says, bring us not only messages, they bring us ways that we can fine tune our energy here. She is one of the goddesses that works with the underworld. So if you chose pile number 1, you may have been doing a lot of shadow work. You may have already gone through many dark nights of the soul. It could be that as you start 2024, you're in the hermit mode. You've been going through some dark nights already. Some cleansings is what I'm picking up. So your empowerment message is that you're standing in the spaces between what was and what will be. It's called the in-between state of what you've been and what you are becoming. This Greek goddess of crossroads and the in-between welcomes you to her domain and reminds you that neither place is your home. So what was and what is neither place is yet your home. You're being tasked to carefully choose the direction of your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions. Now is not the time for hasty action or stubbornness, but a fierce self inventory. So she's saying that, yes, I was picking up that hermit energy, which is very interesting. She's saying, be in that place of emptiness where you're emptying out all the past, all the things you're letting go of, so that then you can fill it with this new cup. But that new cup may not have arrived just yet. Bless the past for what it has provided and release all attachments to the stories of what was. Now is the time to understand the responsibilities required of you as you move forward into a new and also a greater version of yourself that is yet not formed. But you have to ask the question, who do you want to become here, right? What kind of life are you prepared to live? And how will you wisely yield your power to co-create a new world that is not only beneficial for you, but also for others? Because as we go into 2024, the number 8 year, it's the year that's ruled by Saturn, which is the planet of destiny. It's also the planet of karma and dharma. So whatever contracts, whatever responsibilities, whatever we feel driven or obligated to do, we are doing these things. But Saturn is also the planet of destiny and mission. And in Pisces, our mission needs to be not only for self, but it needs to be for the benefit of all, because Pisces is meant to be a selfless sign. All right, so that's the energy here with Hecate. So what is your alignment message? There will be times when you may find yourself stuck between worlds, unable to go back to the way things were, but also afraid to move forward because you don't know what you're facing. The indecision can freeze you, but don't stay there. You know, this is a time to bring in all of your spiritual practices. I love the visual of Hecate because she's got that beautiful violet purple flame or fire around her, yet her crown and her third eye are lit up in gold. You have the wisdom, you know the answers here. Listen to this inner guidance. Again, I'm getting that high energy of the hermit, but also the high priestess. Even though I didn't bring any tarot cards here today, they're present in the messages. The goddess Hecate is offering you a sacred task here to make a move. It doesn't matter if you stumble or fall, because you're always going to course correct, and she's going to help you course correct. And remember, every time we fall, we learn, and then we get better at picking ourselves up. We don't fall so hard the next time or so deep. When we fall, our fall becomes lighter and it becomes less of a fall. That is how we learn. So 2024 for you, pile number one, I feel there's a lot of learnings coming in here, but I feel like you're really building very profound, deep inner strength, and you're going to be guiding others. Remember, you are not alone. She will be helping you on this journey, okay? Do not be afraid to step into the dark, because she is going to raise her torch and she is going to show you the way through. Oh, that message is so profound. Wow. And your next card is the goddess of the unknown. So they go together, don't they? Hecate and the goddess of the unknown. A new chapter of your life is around the corner. Remove fear and embrace the unknown. You don't know what it looks like. So pile number one, you're going to have to go with a lot of faith here. I'm getting a lot of that fool energy now with embracing the unknown. Take a leap of faith, but stay as long as you need to in the in-between place to get ready to feel comfortable, because you don't want to have an empty cup and not be fully recovered until you start moving into the new. Okay, so be sure to start filling your cup up before you jump into this unknown. But right away, we have that 19 energy of the sun, which is also the one energy. There's brand new beginnings awaiting you, new chapters unfolding for you in your life. And what is the animal medicine? I love it. Wow. It's one of my favorite animal totems. It's the whale. The whale is the Akashic records. Whale medicine rules over our soul's imprint. So the whale is the memory keeper of all the kingdoms that have existed on planet Earth. And whale medicine is a cosmic medicine. Whales did not originate here on planet Earth. They came here. They're very, very ancient medicine. In fact, the whales are one of the ancient ones. So pile number one, you've got some beautiful medicine here with you. You've got Hecate, you've got the goddess of the unknown, you've got the whale medicine, and the whale is telling you that your soul's journey is what is unfolding this year. You have a destiny, and the whale is going to help you more easily maneuver into it. Okay, so sit gently in the energy of the whale. I feel like I want to move the cards like that, even though you can't see them. And so, what are the whispers of love bringing in for us? What are the energies of love? Before we get there, though, I wanted to pick a rune stone for you and just see what is the rune message, because we have the animal totem. So what rune stone? Oh, one fell out already. Oh, I love it. It's B, growth. So pile number one, you have the rune of growth that is helping you. But growth means slow and steady as she goes. Well, what did I say about the planet Saturn? It's in Pisces. Slow and steady. Your growth is assured. You are going to get what you want and where you want to go, but take it one step at a time. I love that rune, so I'm going to leave that out. And then what crystal do we have? What beautiful crystal. And this is going to be a color, maybe a message. What crystal is wanting to come in for you? I love it. We've got this beautiful light violet. It's fluorite. So fluorite is one of the healing stones, and the color is violet, which corresponds with Hecate and the goddess of the unknown. For the violet ray is the crown chakra. So pile number one, you are very much working on your third eye, but also your crown chakra, and you are healing whatever it is that needs to be healed in your life. So maybe you want to go out and buy some fluorite if you don't have any, but I feel like this has something to do with health, but also nutrition. I'm getting a message about really taking extra good care of yourself through proper nutrition as well. Got a lot of purple and violet energy for pile number one. So let's look at now the angel messages in terms of the whispers of love. What's going on in your love life, or will be going on in your love life. And the whispers of love isn't just speaking about your love life, it's the energy of love, the heart energy. We have rest and relaxation is essential. So pile number one, as you enter 2024, it's asking you to take that extra time to rest and to relax, right? Again, pile number one, we're not going anywhere fast, right? But you do need to move. There is movement here, but it's slow and steady. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. So pile number one, perhaps you've been on a very long mission and you need this time of rest right now. Maybe the month of January, at least the first few weeks, is about you getting caught up on personal well-being, okay? But what I'm getting from this card also is you're a dreamer, that your dreams are bringing a lot of messages in for you, that the water element is very important for you, and we know that from the whale energy. I've got a lot of Piscean energy here with the Trident and Neptune. So the planet Saturn and the planet Neptune are going to be your guiding planets for this year, Pile 1. Look up what that means for you. Saturn's in Pisces, Neptune's in Pisces. Now, Saturn normally rules the signs of Capricorn and Aquarius, so perhaps you have that in your chart as well as Pisces, or maybe your Neptune or Saturn are very prominent in your chart. Then you know this pile is for you. But you are making your dreams come true, pile number 1. That's what I'm getting. And really make sure you're drinking a lot of water, please. Turn on your heart light. So pile number 1, you're not only focusing on rest and relaxation in your dreams and manifesting your dreams into reality, you're really opening your heart even more, deeply turning on that heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on times when you experienced great love. So in those moments when you feel alone or you feel lack of energy, focus on times in your life where you felt joy, just pure bliss and joy. But I do love this because she is flying through the sky with feathers. So the other message here, pile number 1, is you are walking very lightly right now. It's time for you to soar. So what else is going on in your love life? We have embrace. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. Wow, because the card beneath that is marriage. That is a really, really interesting message. Embrace marriage. A marriage of souls is a union of two divine counterparts blending together. So I'm going to take this as many different messages. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. So pile number 1, with the goddess of the unknown and Hecate, there's something incredibly magnificent that is wanting to come into being in your life throughout the year of 2024, that you are moving under the greatest path of destiny that you have ever walked, is what I'm feeling. And you are coming into union and into marriage, even possibly with divine counterparts, whether that's literally into union with the current married partner. If you're in a marriage, that could be coming into a greater union within your marriage. Maybe you're going to go out and renew your wedding vows. Perhaps it's a marriage within yourself. You're embracing your divine feminine and your divine masculine. You're coming into inner union, which then instantly can open up the energy to magnetize a divine counterpart to you. Okay? But whatever the message is here, I'm getting destiny, marriage, and divine union. And embrace is about being open. So what did we get? Turn your heart light on. Be open to what destiny wants to deliver for you, because it's going to deliver some divine counterparts, whether it ends up being a romantic one or a soul friendship or even a divine counterpart that is business. It is without a doubt soul family. So I want to leave you here with 2 messages. An affirmation. The affirmation is, my mind creates a reflection of my physical world. I am at peace. So you want to bring your mind and your physical being into alignment. That is the message. My mind creates a reflection of my physical world. So you want your mind to look out in the world and see what it is you want your physical world to look like. But more than anything, it's telling you to get there, to have your physical world become a manifestation of what your mental world wants to create. You must be at peace. That is your message. So to complete here, I wanted to pick, where's my cards? Here they are. I wanted to just see if there's a message in terms of timing for pile number 1. Is there any kind of timing message that wants to come out here for my pile number 1 people? 1 to 7 days or soon after. Okay, whatever that means to you, something is manifesting in your life 1 to 7 days or soon after. I love that. I'm going to put that back in the pile. leave it for number 2. Thank you so much. Sending you so much love and so many blessings. And check out my description below if you want to know anything more about the sessions I give, my astrology forum, any upcoming classes, my attunements, which are deeper meditations. Those are up on my website as well. And please join my Instagram, where I post weekly short videos that are anywhere from 9 to 14, 15 minutes long. And I do little stories there as well. Thank you so much. Sending you so much love. I know when I make noise here, it goes onto my microphone too. Put that there. Pile number 2. Those of you that chose this this beautiful Merlinite. You know, it is the stone of the magician. So we have the energy already, I'm getting, of Merlin, okay? And in the tarot, that would be the magician, but it can sometimes represent the hermit. I feel like pile number 2, you're in a manifestation energy. So let's see what your goddess message is. Which beautiful goddess is guiding you through 2024, at least through the beginning of it? I have never ever picked this goddess, and I hope I pronounce her name correctly. It is Benzai Jen. She is the goddess of beauty, number 6, which is the energy of Venus. So pile number 2, you're already bringing in the energy of Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, creativity, and abundance. I love it. Beauty. So let's read up on what is her message for you, both her message of empowerment, but also her alignment message. You are at your most lovely when you are being yourself. So her first message, which would be correct, because I'm feeling that Benzai Jen, she's bringing in some of the energy of Aphrodite, and Aphrodite is all about personal authenticity. So you are at your most beautiful, pile number 2, when you are being actually who you are. You're not trying to be anything other than you. The Japanese goddess of beauty, Benzai Ten, so it's Benzai Ten, reminds you that knowing, accepting, and honoring yourself as a spiritual being in a physical experience requires great self-care. So pile number 2, your message is self-care, that you need to honor your physical beingness as an extension of your spiritual being. And you need to look at it as beauty, as, what's the word I want to say? You want to look at your physical expression as beautiful as your spiritual expression is. That the two go together. There is no separation here. Open your eyes to the wonder all around you. Even in the most unexpected places, beauty wants to be discovered. So the second message from Benzai 10 is to look for beauty everywhere you go. That when you look for beauty, you will find it even in the smallest things. You know, that is one of my missions on this earth, is to find love, to find light, to find beauty everywhere, even in dark alleys in the middle of the night. And I have been there. So that's been one of my great teachings. Okay. It's about finding beauty in every aspect in your life and in everywhere around you. So when you look for beauty everywhere, then you will not easily turn away from a person or place or a thing, because you will think about it deeply before you turn away. When you acknowledge that beauty exists everywhere, all you need to do is look to find it, then you don't easily walk away from things. You give things an opportunity to grow in your life if they're going to grow and if they are meant to grow. So there's a very big lesson here for you in personal care, beauty, and giving things a chance in your life, pile number 2. So your alignment message is your ability to see beauty in your world. And do not allow this to be dimmed by having momentary lapses of lack of self-love. Don't allow that to dim your beauty. Instead, look at that momentary lapse of self-love as, okay, this is where I am. I acknowledge it. I move through it. Even in those moments when you don't have self-love the way you'd like to, or self-worth the way you would like to, it does not dim your beauty or your shine. You are just as beautiful when you are feeling at your best, and you are just as beautiful when you are feeling at your worst. So one of her lessons here, Benzatai, is to love your shadow as well as your light, that there is beauty in every facet of your being. So for pile number 2, I feel like you're going down a path of greater self-love, and you're seeing beauty in things that you maybe didn't see beauty in before. Be kind to yourself as well as what I'm seeing here. So your alignment task could be to restore greater self-worth in your life and to regain an equilibrium with your environment by no longer engaging in any kind of mind game that is going to dim your light. So her final message here is about taking self-inventory. And it's interesting because that message of self-inventory I got with pile 1 as well. So that could be the guidance for all of us as we go into 2024, to really take stock of where we're at and who it is we want to become, right? Because the goddess of beauty is becoming yourself in your fullness. It requires authenticity here, okay? And so let's move on to look at what is the other message from the angels, gods, and goddesses. You have the god of indulgence. Isn't that interesting? We've got the goddess of love. Now we have the goddess of indulgence. It's all right. It's all right. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence in balance is healthy. So for pile number 2, I'm feeling like the other message for you might be balance, and really being yourself and being authentic and loving every facet of who you are, and really working on deepening self-love and self-worth means about balancing things that are healthy in your life. If you want to go out and eat foods that you don't normally eat here and there, that's okay. If you decide to go to a party and you overdrink a little bit, that's okay. You just don't want to make it your everyday or your weekly indulgence, right? So the God of indulgence has 2 messages for you. One, really take stock of any unhealthy habits that you don't want to bring into 2024, and bring yourself back into balance here. Remember, I was feeling like there could be something. Was it this for pile 1? There's a little bit of bouncing coming in from pile 1. You may want to go back and listen to that one. But they are very different piles other than that. So you want to take stock of what you are feeding energy to in your life. That's what I'm really getting. Where are you placing most of your energy? Is it into things that are very healthy for you, that feed your cup of love, that build vitality and beauty in your life? Or are they things that are depleting your energy, where you get up every morning and you don't feel beautiful, you don't feel good? Then that means there's something unhealthy going on, and you don't want to feed the things that take you away from self-love, and things that take you away from feeling very beautiful in your own skin. At the same time, the God of indulgence and Benzai 10 are telling you they want you to enjoy your life, but do the things that bring you joy and bliss that are also healthy, with a little bit of going into the unhealthy. It's not a bad thing, right? We're here to really experience the magnitude of the human experience, right? But just don't get lost there, okay? So let's dive into what your beautiful medicine animal is. Oh, pile number 2, the deer medicine. It's the medicine of gentleness. Pile number 2, I'm also feeling you may be very self-critical. So maybe some of you, you need to indulge. You just need to play. You need to overdrink. You need to overeat. You need to play for a while, not work so hard because you need to be gentle on yourself, okay? Take it as it resonates. Some will fall into one area, some will fall into the other, okay? Some are controllers and you need to play and indulge others. You need to get a little bit more healthy with certain things in your life. But the deer medicine is your totem for this year. And deer is the medicine of gentleness. Deer always approaches everything from a place of gentleness, love, and kindness. And it looks out at the world from the eyes of love. It never judges anyone. And most importantly, pile number 2, it doesn't judge itself. So this is a lesson for you to move away from any self-judgment, right? So let's see what is the beautiful crystal that's guiding you. What's your crystal medicine? Okay, we've got a quartz crystal. So pile number 2, you're here to work with inner and outer clarity, okay? That you want to really work with your mental energy, because I'm seeing the mental energy here. You're wanting to remove unhealthy thoughts, unhealthy beliefs. You want your communication with others to be as clear as possible. And to do that, you've got to get really clear with the communication within yourself, within your own mind, before you can be truly clear with others. And then what is your rune stone? What beautiful stone is guiding you here? Oh, I love it. We've got the P. I'm pretty sure that's the P. I'm going to have to look this one up in my book of runes. I know most of my runes. I haven't gone through them in a very, very long time, though. Where's my P? Celebration. I knew it. Wow, we're getting a lot of messages of going out, being social, personal beauty, self-love, self-worth. And you know what I'm going to say, pal, too? It's the P energy. So what's the name? Yep. Uh, Joy. Oh, wow. I love it. It's joy. So you have the rune of joy. It's time to really seek bliss in your life, pile 2. What I'm also getting, though, is I think it's just going to naturally find you. Bliss is coming to you. Greater joy, greater bliss, greater self-love, greater balance in your life, all of these things. So let's look at, I'm going to go to your affirmation before I go to your love messages. What is your affirmation? I experience love in all its beautiful glory. Okay, pile 2, you are my love pile. We're getting love everywhere. I experience love in all of its beautiful glory. I love this message. So I want to get a timing message here, because I'm just, before I go to the love messages from my own deck, what is the timing message for pile number 2? Any kind of, and this card, this new deck I've created on my own, some of the messages are timing, but not all of them. So let's see what wants to come out for pile number 2. When the sun is in your moon sign, or the moon is in your sun sign. So you've got to know where your moon is, okay? So I'm going to say when the sun is in your sun sign, or the moon is in your sun sign. Take that as the message. You'll have to look it up at least once a month. The moon is going to be in your sun sign. So the message could be, it could come within a month or less than a month. And behind, I'm being guided to also show you this one. Pay attention to the number 3333. There's messages coming to you, very important ones, and pay attention to 1111. It's action and manifestation. I love those messages. Okay, putting those back. So let's dive into your love messages. The only thing that is real is love. Well, we are getting knocked over the head here today, aren't we? The only thing that is real, pal, too, is love. I'm wondering, and let me know in the comments, please, because the goddesses of love, they rule the signs of Libra, Taurus, and the goddess of love is exalted in Pisces, but she also does very well in the sign of Sagittarius. So the four signs that could have picked this pile number two, and that could be your rising, your Venus is there, maybe your Jupiter, your moon, or your sun. You could be Pisces, you could be Sag, you could be Libra or Taurus, okay? Shift your focus from the problem back to love. So the message here for pile two, your learning for this year is whatever it is that's facing you, look for the beauty, look for the love, and your approach is the approach of the deer. Be gentle, be understanding, be compassionate, because we are all humans. We are all spiritual beings having human experiences. Half the time, I wonder if we even know what we're doing, right? So we're all walking and moving into closed doors and we don't even know it. That's why we have to be so compassionate. I tell myself that all the time when I start catching myself having judgment. Okay? So it's a beautiful, beautiful lesson. And what's the other card from the Whispers of Love? Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. So pile two, you are an amazing, beautiful goddess, God walking this earth. Beautiful being. And the guides and angels and God and Goddess, they want you to see that beauty that is wanting to burst forth from your very being. And they want you to share that love and that beauty with the world. You have so much to give, pile number two. That's what I'm getting. And you are stronger than you know. Okay? So let's complete with my love oracle messages. Respect. So the other thing you're learning this year is self-respect and how to respect things going on in your life. Respect your relationships. Yep. So you're learning something more about the energy or the vibration of respect. But I'm also feeling, pile number two, that you're gaining a lot of respect this year. You're going to be an emperor or an empress. People are going to see you. Pile number two, with this goddess, God energy here of love and indulgence and beauty, you're going to be very visible this year and you're going to be gaining a lot of respect and recognition. I love that. And we're going to complete with synchronicity. Okay, pay attention to the synchronicities. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. So you will know who your divine counterparts are, who your soul tribe is, and who those are that are going to give you respect and recognition and fully see your authenticity, because you're going to have synchronicity with them. So your guides are giving you an instantaneous way to recognize these beautiful relationships, because there's going to be synchronicity, whether it's synchronicity in timing, whether it's them calling or texting you the moment you think of them, whether it's you sharing a moment with them together where you both look at each other and you're like, wow. Synchronicity is what is guiding you to recognize the most powerful relationships and situationships in your life. Love these messages, sending you all so much love. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you like the messages. Comment, please. All of my information for my website is below. I have my deeper meditations, which are attunements, available there. My upcoming astrological forum on January 28th. I will be doing these every 4 to 5, 6 weeks. Upcoming classes, check my website out, please, and follow me on Instagram, where I post much shorter videos and stories. Thank you so much. Many, many blessings to you. So let's move on now to my last pile, my pile number three. It's those of you that chose this beautiful Ametrine. the blend of amethyst and citrine. I'll leave you right there. So what are these beautiful guidance messages? What are your totems, goddesses, gods guiding you through, or at least into the first part of 2023? Oh, we've got a very different energy for pile number 3. We have the goddess Mama Kila. We have the goddess of the moon. We've got the blue energy here. So I'm getting right off the bat number 32. We've got the energy of number 5 here. 5 is all about change. It's about movement, travel, new things coming into your life. And I'm feeling with that blue energy, it's a time to really speak your truth. Okay, pile number 3. Those of you that found this pile, you are carrying the blue flame, or you are meant to work with the blue flame. That's the message I'm getting. So even though Archangel Michael isn't in any of the cards I pulled today, he's coming in for you, pile number 3. Please call on him. So the message and the guidance of the moon. So we've got the moon goddess here for pile number 3, and we also have Archangel Michael, who is guiding you here. There's something very profound happening. Pile number 3, I'm getting a message here in terms of timing that you need to pay attention to all the new moons, all the full moons, the super moons, the black moons, the blue moons, whatever we're having this year, the eclipses, they're going to very, very much affect you. And the moon goddess, Mama Kila, is going to be helping you through all of these energies. I've never picked her. I don't think I've picked her in a very long time. So your empowerment message is you're being invited to see what is familiar and decide whether you need to improve on it or you need to leave things as they are. So the moon goddess presides over the power of cycles and seasons. And the moon rules the night sky, and she rules the number 13. So every day of the month when we're on the 13th day, that's going to be powerful for you. When we hit Friday the 13th, that's going to be a very powerful Friday because Friday is ruled by the energy of Venus. If we have a Monday, which is the moon day on a 13, so those are the 2 days that you want to look through your calendar right now and pick any Monday that the 13th falls on and any Friday and circle it. These are going to be significant energy portals for you, whether it's to do spiritual work, to make changes in your life, to make decisions, whatever that may be. Okay? Okay, so she's asking you to really lean into the cycles. The moon goddess is following the cycle from the new moon, which is new beginnings, to the full moon, which is harvesting and then completing. And then oftentimes from the new moon to the full moon, the sun is building in light, and so is the moon. The moon is building in light, sorry. And we have more vitality and more energy. So she wants you to honor that. Once we go on the other side to 48 hours past the full moon, the moon starts to wane in light, and we now want to reach completion of certain things in our life, and we want to rest more. So she's asking you to really honor the ebb and flow of your cycles right now and to not attach to this need to be constant, please, okay? And also she's inviting you to use your creative energy and really listen to your inner intuition. If you have any relationship in your life that is unclear, yet it is brimming with potential, you might need to turn to the new moon energy in a spring cycle to show you where this is going. So she's guiding you here, pile 3, to the springtime for some reason, okay? And she's also telling you that if there's any unclarity you have in any relationship in your life, give it time to manifest, please. Don't give up on it. That's something about going into springtime will bring that clarity that you are seeking here. No matter what, the cycles of the moon, they bring divine order in everything that is happening in your life right now. And once you understand this beautiful goddess Mama Kila will welcome you into her divine moon dance of co-creation. So she's asking you to know that everything in your life is in divine order, but it follows a cycle, an ebb and a flow. So what is your alignment message? Do what you do. Do you want what you want exactly how and when you want it, and feel like the great goddess is ignoring you? So there's some kind of alignment message here. Sometimes you will feel out of sync with life, frustrated that the universe isn't providing you with what you desire, but she's telling you it's because it's not the right timing. So don't get mad at her. She's here to bring in the best perfect timing for you because she rules the seasons of your life. She's the moon goddess. Please don't resist her. Don't argue with her. Instead, surrender to her guidance and her flow. So she's asking you to flow with life as opposed to trying to push it forward. Instead, flow with it. And you may be wanting something to happen faster than it is meant to occur. That's what I just said, right? Remember, the conditions of your life are always ever changing. That's why she rules the number 32, which is 5. Life is always changing. Always remember that. The moon goddess knows the cycles intimately, and she's going to let you know when it's time for something to come into your life. So she's going to let you know, she's going to be your compass here to know when something is right for you and when it's not right for you. So if you're hitting a no answer or not or a lack of a response, or something isn't gelling the way you would like it to, pile number 3, it's because either it's not meant for you or it's not the right timing. That there needs to be further growth within the situation or within that person or within you, and only the moon goddess knows when this is going to happen. So she is your compass here. And then we also have another goddess, the goddess of knowledge, and we also have that beautiful blue energy. So the moon goddess is telling you that you have great knowledge and intuition. Follow it. Don't let your desire for something to occur right now to interfere with your deeper intuition and knowledge. That's where you should be placing your energy. Start to apply what you already know and trust your intuition. So the goddess of knowledge is telling you that you already know the answer. Okay, I'm only the messenger confirming here today something that you probably already know. But she's also telling you, pile 3, that in this year you are moving onto another level of knowledge and intuitive understanding in your life. Please be open to that. That's why the moon goddess wants to work with you, and she's asking you to not be attached to things. Flow with the oceans of life and try to be as unattached as possible, is what I'm getting here right now. And the goddess of knowledge is opening up a beautiful vista of greater information. And for some of you, that means you're in school. You're getting your master's, you're finishing your PhD, you're going into a workshop, you're wanting to gain greater knowledge as well. So, oh, I love this. Your animal medicine is the eagle. Love that. The eagle is spirit. The eagle is the animal that lives in the east, the end of our spiritual road. So the eagle is telling you, fly high, beautiful soul. Fly high. Do not attach to things that are not meant for you. Do not attach to small-mindedness, to limited thinking. Do not attach to compromise in your life, because where you're going is unlimited. Where you're going is somewhere that's going to fill you with a knowledge that you've never had before. I feel for pile number 3 that you're moving into much deeper and greater understanding in your life in this year. And the eagle is your medicine. It's asking you to be detached, but to also, when the eagle flies high, it sees things from multiple perspectives, and it's able to see the entire picture. Because of that, the eagle sees the forest, right? Not just the individual trees. But what I love about the eagle medicine also is they have a very keen eyesight, and even from a great height they can see that little mouse running through the forest. So pile number 3, you've got a great vision, but you also have that ability to be very discerning, to take one small step after another. You can be very task oriented, but you can also hold a higher vision. So with the eagle medicine, your guidance this year is to do both, to be task oriented, to be discerning, to be organized, to pay attention to the details, but also to fly high, to look at the multiple perspectives out there, and to always fly high when you need to see things from a different point of view. That's going to be your greatest medicine. I love that. So let's pick your rune stone. What is your rune stone for this year? See if I can get one. Oh, wow. I think I'm getting the message of stillness. I think that's what this is. I'm going to have to look it up. I haven't seen that rune in a very long time, but I feel like it might be the message of stillness. Nope, it's the message of compromise. Where do I have that here? Gateway. Oh, wow. No, it's the gateway. Okay. That is amazing. Yep. Wow. In the rune stones, gateway is one of the last runes. And it means that this year you're going to be standing at multiple gateways. And you might need to compromise a little bit. But this is not, but as the ego medicine is showing you, only compromise what you can. That means don't compromise your joy or your well-being or your abundance. Compromise only the things that don't really matter to you. Don't compromise on the big things, only compromise on the little things. And compromise can also mean seeking a place of balance, because we want to come into balance with other people to build things, where we're each meeting what we both need or what everyone on the table needs simultaneously. That's what the idea of compromise really means. It's where everyone on the table is getting their needs met while they're seeking ways to balance it out so that they can all work in partnership together. But the gateway message, this is your rune and this is your guidance, your totem. So your 2 totems are the gateway rune and the eagle medicine, to really use these for yourself this year. And let's see, what is the crystal that is wanting to guide you? Okay, so you got a fluorite, just like pile 1 did. But this is a white fluorite. And so you're working with the energy of clarity and crystallization. So pile number 3, the fluorite through the white ray is about you wanting to, I'm getting this visual of a matrix or a mosaic, that you're creating a masterpiece here. And you want to make sure that every piece fits just right. And that's going to take you time. And that makes sense because you were the pile that chose the stone of alchemy, right? And that's temperance. You need to make sure that every element of this comes together just right. Okay. And then with the fluorite, it's also about healing. It's a stone of healing, and you want to heal any areas where there could be miscommunication going on. Okay, so let's dive into the romance messages. But before we get there, I want to give you your affirmation for this year, or at least the beginning of this year. I acknowledge and accept emotions as they arise within me without prejudice or judgment. There's the eagle medicine, right? I've got to pull it up. I acknowledge and accept. So they're asking you to acknowledge. You need to be with your emotions, but from a place of non-judgment. No prejudice, no judgment. Observe. You are the observer of your emotional body. And that is also what Mama Kila is guiding you when you surrender and you flow with the ocean of life, the ocean of your emotion. Then your emotions are going to guide your ship into calmer waters when you observe them and don't just splash into them, right? That's a beautiful message. So, what are the messages from the Whispers of Love? Look at your pattern in relationships. So, pile number 3, there's something you need to look at in terms of patterns. It requires inner strength to recognize that you might need to change or modify your behavior in terms of how you're entering into relationships or what you're drawing to you as a relationship. So this has multiple messages. One, they're saying with the relationships that have been bringing challenges to you, and you're looking at why does this keep coming into my life? You need to pull back and look at what are you doing to attract this to you? Or what are you not doing, right? Because sometimes it's not about you doing anything, it's more you not doing something. But this guidance is please look at your pattern and look at, do you want to continue the pattern? Is this pattern working for you? And if not, how can you modify it? And they're not saying leave it, they're just saying tweak it, right? Modify it and have faith. Have faith is also have patience. You are headed in the right direction. But I love that because what is she doing? She's flying with the butterflies. Again, we've got that eagle medicine, but we also have the bird medicine. Flying with the butterflies and flying with the eagle. Be detached, be the observer in your life, pile number 3. That is going to get you through everything. Your emotions matter. You are an emotional being on this earth, but your emotions are best served when you become the observer of them. You don't deny them, you love them, you work with them, you heal them, you integrate them, but you don't descend into them and get lost, right? So I do feel for pile number 3, many of you watching, you're the water signs, whether that's Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, or you have a lot of water in your chart. And it's just asking you to really flow with your emotions in a way that's very harmonious. So that's what you're going to achieve in this year. You're going to come into a very deep inner sense of balance within your emotional body. And I feel, pile number 3, you're going to be very, very happy. I feel like this is a tremendous year of success for you in the outer world. All you have to do is maybe work with or temper your emotional body a little bit more. And for some of you, that could mean maybe you're not acknowledging your emotions and maybe you need to, right? But have faith as well and have patience. Trust faith in this situation because you are transforming, right? So let's look at your last love messages here. Clarity. What did I say about clarity? Take time to think about your situation to gain clarity. Okay? You had that white fluorite crystal as your crystal. You may want to get some fluorite. Wait for that light bulb moment, right? Wait for the illumination, the revelation to come in. Do not make a decision if you are not clear. It is never a good, it's never, and I rarely use the word never, but it really is not a good decision to make a decision when you are feeling very unclear. If you're feeling just slightly unclear, you can make the decision and then work with that lack of clarity you have to see what's going on. But I'm getting this guidance, really take time, don't rush into this. So pile number 3, you're not meant to be rushing into things. You're meant to be sitting with stuff and making sure if it's the right decision to make or the right answer or the right relationship for you, right? And your last message is telepathic. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. So it's interesting how in this video today, each one of the piles has one message that leads to the next one. So you don't have anything really from pile number 1, but from pile number 2, you do have the message of telepathy, which is about synchronicity. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized. You are looking for synchronicity and telepathy in your life. And these are the connections that you want to feed and you want to build upon. And so pile number 3, really pay attention to these telepathic moments you're having with another, to these synchronistic events that are happening, these synchronistic communication you're happening. But I'm also getting in all of your relationship zone and also your romantic zone that you are creating relationships with individuals that you have a telepathic bond with. And so listen to that telepathic bond. And lastly, you're getting, again, that divine guidance. You're getting a telepathic message, pile number 3, that is going to show you the clarity that you seek. Beautiful messages. So I want to leave you with just a timing message. You know, Mercury is already getting ready to come out of retrograde. So I'm having a little bit of an issue with speaking today as I'm filming this. So my apologies. Do we have a timing message for pile number 3 here? Do we have a timing message or just a message? New moon. So your timing message is sometime around a new moon. The next new moon will be on the 11th of January. Very powerful new moon. Welcome in new beginnings, new projects, ideas, prosperity, love, and greater joy, health, and well-being. Wow, pile 3, you're getting it all. I love you so much. So many blessings. And if you like my messages, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, and also check out my website. I have a lot of my courses up, my attunements for sale, which are deeper meditations. I have my Astroform going approximately every 5 weeks. The next one will be on January 28th if you're interested. And also I have an Instagram channel. Check that out where I post very small stories weekly, and I do very short videos, much shorter than this one. So check that out. Sending you all so much love and so many blessings. Namaste.